Hey, it's Miss Leibowitz. So for today's or this week's weekly assessment, you're going to be reading a story called Beaches. If you're looking at the screen, you can see both pages. So the title, the heading of the story is Beaches, but I want you to look at the subheadings. What is a subheading? Like a submarine. It's a heading that goes underneath the other headings. So coastal beaches and inland beaches. So I can already tell by the subheadings that we're going to be talking about two different kinds of beaches. This story is a non-fiction story. And when you are reading through the story, it would be super helpful to write or make a Venn diagram. I highly suggest it. You should be making a Venn diagram, and on one of the top of the bubbles, you would write coastal beaches, and on top of the other bubble, you would write inland beaches. That way, when you're reading through this, you can write down how are these beaches the same? How are the facts of these beaches the same? Where are they? What are they made up of? How do they help? Any ways that they are the same and any ways that they are different, because you will have questions on your weekly assessment on your test that asks how these beaches are the same and how these beaches are different. So let's read through. Make your Venn diagram. If you have not finished making your Venn diagram, you can pause the video. So the top of one bubble is coastal beaches and the top of the other bubble is inland beaches. Beaches. Where can you have tons of fun on a sunny day? At the beach. At a beach, you can collect shells or stones. You can do handstands in the water. You can build a sand castle. A wave might wash it away, but you can just rebuild it. A beach is a sandy area near an ocean, lake, or river. How do beaches form? First, sand is made when rocks are broken up by moving water. Over time, the pieces break into smaller pieces. Finally, they become sand. Then, waves wash the sand to shore. Usually, a few or no plants grow on beaches. Plants do not grow well in sand. This means that beaches are often wide open spaces. There is lots of room to run and play, or relax in the sunshine. So it seems like these are all ways that beaches can possibly be the same. Coastal beaches. There are different kinds of beaches. Beaches on the shores of oceans are called coastal beaches. Coastal beaches have tides. 2 times a day, the water level changes. The water moves up higher on the beach, then it moves back out. Shells and sea life are left behind. You can find them on the sand. Coastal beaches can have very big waves. People like to surf the waves. The water at coastal beaches is salt water. You can smell the salty water in the air. If you swim, you might see salty dust on your skin. So those are the facts, the key details about coastal beaches. Let's read about inland beaches. Inland beaches. Beaches on lakes and rivers are inland beaches. Inland beaches are a lot like coastal beaches. They have sand and waves. They have space to run and play. So those are ways they're telling us. Remember those signal words? These are ways that they are alike. But there's a signal word that tells me you're going to tell me something different. But lakes and rivers are not as big as oceans. They are not as deep. So the waves on a lake are small compared to big ocean waves. The waves on a river may be just the movement of the river flowing. Lake and river water is usually not salty. It is called fresh water. Beaches are the same in some ways and different in others, but you can enjoy any beach. You can collect shells or stones, you can dig holes in the sand, or maybe you can put on your goggles and look for fish underwater. Being at the beach is a great way to have fun outdoors. So make sure you're finishing up your Venn diagram. There were lots of signal words in there, but tells me that something is not alike. When something says a lot alike, that tells me that they do have things in common, right? So you need to go through the story again, read it one more time, and see how are coastal beaches and inland beaches the same and how are they different. Make sure you try your very best on your weekly assessment. It will be a mastery grade.